Gender interest and needs development. It is a process that focuses on recognizing and addressing the unique interests and needs of individuals and groups based on their gender. It is essential in promoting gender equality, challenging gender stereotypes, and empowering individuals to reach their full potential. Interests are influenced by factors like biology, culture, socialization, and personal experiences, while needs encompass the physical, emotional, and social or economic necessities for survival and growth. Development, a multidimensional concept, encompasses economic, social, cultural, and environmental aspects. Integrating a gender perspective into development initiative ensures that all individuals' needs and interests are considered. By considering these intersections, can work towards a more just, equitable, and prosperous world.
So, hi everyone, I'm Claudine Bergano and I will discuss the topic about gender interests. So, gender interests are assumed by many to be the same for all those belonging to the same sex. This notion also applies to the gender interests of women. Their gender interests are presumed to be one and the same because they share similar biological characteristics. This refers to the idea that individuals of different gender may have varying levels of interest in certain activities, hobbies, or subjects. These differences can be influenced by a combination of biological, social, and cultural factors. It's essential to note that these are general trends and not absolute differences. Many individuals do not conform to these patterns, and interests can vary widely within each gender. According to Malinux, gender interests refer to the interests that women share by virtue of their social location as women. She argues that these interests are shaped by the social relations of gender, which are characterized by inequality and subordination. Malinux distinguishes between two types of gender interest. First is the practical gender interest. So these are the interests that women have in their daily lives, shaped by their practical needs and experiences. Example might include access to healthcare, education, and economic opportunities. Next is the strategic gender interest, which is the interest that women have in challenging and transforming the social relations of gender that underlie their subordination. Example might include efforts to address violence against women, challenge discriminatory laws and policies, and promote women's empowerment and autonomy. So Malinux concept of gender interest highlights the importance of understanding the way in which gender shapes women's experiences and interests. And also, the concept of gender interest is important because it can help us understand how societal expectations, cultural norms, and individual experiences shape our interests and preferences. By recognizing and valuing diverse interests, we can work to create more inclusive environments that support and develop of all individuals, regardless of their gender. Meanwhile, addressing gender needs is essential for fostering social justice as it recognizes the historical and systematic inequalities faced by women and girls and seeks to address these inequalities through policies and programs that promote gender equality.
Practical gender needs. Practical gender needs are the basic everyday needs women have based on traditional roles like access to water, childcare, like healthcare and jobs. These needs help women manage their responsibilities but don't provoke gender inequality. For example, programs that target women for child nutrition assume women are the primary caregivers, strengthen traditional roles. In addition, strategic gender needs focus on long-term change, like promoting gender equality, sharing household duties with men, and empowering women to challenge the systems that keep them in lower roles. Thank you.
Strategic gender needs are those that arise from a woman's strategic gender interest, which is shaped by her socialized gender role as a woman in a subordinate position in society. So we have three key root causes. First is the gender division of labor. This is the unequal distribution of work and responsibilities between men and women. Second is the violence against women, which is the physical, emotional, or sexual violence perpetuated against women. Third is the non-observance of equal pay, the lack of equal compensation for women's work compared to men. Example is, if a woman's strategic gender interest is to achieve gender equality and the issue at hand is domestic violence, then the strategic gender need would involve creating laws and policies to protect women from domestic violence. This would help to address the root causes of violence against women and promote gender equality in essence. Strategic gender needs are about addressing the underlying structural and systematic issues that perpetuate gender inequality rather than just providing temporary solution or band-aids. The concept of strategic gender needs as a critical approach to addressing gender inequality. It involves identifying challenging the underlying structures, institutions, and relationships that perpetuate gender-based discrimination. In essence, strategic gender needs require policymakers and practitioners to think critically about the root causes of gender inequality and to develop transformative solutions that promote gender equality, empowerment, and equity. This approach recognizes that gender inequality is not just a matter of individual prejudice or discrimination, but rather a systematic issue that is deeply embedded in societal structures and institutions. By addressing strategic gender needs, policymakers and practitioners can create a more just and equitable society where women and men have equal opportunities, rights, and freedoms.
Hello everyone, my name is A.M.L and my topic is the challenges for fulfilling strategic gender needs here in the Philippines. Basically, it is the difficulty of each gender here in the Philippines that faces. It is the obstacle that hinders each individual to access services, resources, and opportunities for their well-being and their identity and empowering. An example for this is the pay gaps, which is women are earning less salary than men, even though they are on the same field of work. What hinders for fulfilling these strategic gender needs is the stereotype mindset and the societal norms, which is if you are born to be a man,